guys, let's just call this a little blogging day. I brought 90% of my plants to the new house. Today I'm gonna set them up. I did not film because it was a disaster. And let me get back in like a few seconds because, okay, Phil's doing a work call. And so it's a little obnoxiously loud, but so the house is a mess. There's boxes everywhere. We're at that stage where everything is just scary. Belle is not doing well. She's right here with me. And I just had breakfast, so that hence the reason the plate right here. But she, we just refinished the floors and she's just using the bathroom like every hour on the floor, and we are frantically cleaning it right after her. And she's just so like afraid and not used to like this new environment. And we understand that she's 15 years old and she's scared and she's in a new place. So we've been dealing with that. We do take her out for like long walks, which is half a block. And then the rest of it I pick her up and bring her home because I don't want her to overdo it. And she's such a sweet girl, and like she's so loving. And it's funny because we have neighbors that have dogs, and one of our neighbors, oh my gosh, his dogs are a little bit on the obnoxious side. And every time they see me, they scare me because they're like barking and trying to get out from under their fence. And Belle never barks, never, ever, ever. And I think she's had it. And yesterday, for the first time, she starts doing all these like ferocious little barks, and it just made me laugh so hard. And the dogs just kind of stopped on their tracks, and they were like, what is that noise? But we do have wonderful neighbors all around us. A lot of beautiful families around us. It's just that the neighbor has like 2 young dogs that are not sociable, and so our dogs just kind of ignore them, but they do get annoying because they bark at everything. A leaf moves, they bark. That kind of like dogs. I'm a disaster. I just woke up. I have, and I'm gonna show you guys all the plants that I have put away. I'm gonna show you guys what I have done so far. Everything's just extremely messy, and I'm gonna be walking around with this one because she, when she's not being held, she's just crying to be. And it's just, I get it. She's, in a new environment. But we've been sleeping here for the last couple nights, and I still have to go to the other house today and get some plants. And then my terrarium that Phil made for me is the one that we're moving last because that's the scariest one. But yeah, let me show you. So this is to show you guys that we ended up bringing the IKEA cabinet, and that right there, Phil didn't want the guy that fixes the wall to finish it because he's gonna put a weird enclosure so that he can add a couple more outlets to the wall. So that's why that it's not repaired. But I did bring my water distiller, And I have my Dracaena. This is a brand new plant for me. I do have another one, but I decided to order that one. I have my planty things there. I put some of my favorite books up there. And so far, look, 91 degrees in there with some of my beautiful plants. And on this side, and this is my office doors, but on this side, looking at the outside, I'm having those two chairs refinished. There's no time until January, so I'm booking that. And so I only put 3 plants here, and because right now Phil hasn't built our dining room table yet, I just put my stock corn fern, my prayer plant family. I can't remember the name because it's the weird one, but she's a beauty. And then my pothos here. And I love this because there's like a little cage, little antique cage that I found at an antique store. And so we have it there, and we have some of our games down there. In case you haven't noticed, I do love antiques. Today we're gonna focus on getting window treatments as well. And then let's go to my office. So my office is another mess, but the floor, come to find out that it's heavily stained with paint. Whoever painted the house before we moved here, maybe they used the gun, and no matter how much I mopped it, I could not get those stains, and we need to do a little seal there. But this is what you see when you come into my office right now, and I'll show you around. So I do have an air purifier that I'm gonna have in each room. I just have it here for now because I had to clean it and change the filters. I've been leaving the fan on the entire time. The plants that are on that section are plants that need rehab, so they're kind of staying away from everything else. And I brought this little shelving from the house, which has, you know, my plants that can do well in medium light. And down there I do have a bunch of it's for my video because I'm gonna be talking about humidifiers in the next couple of videos. My desk, it's a mess at the moment, but I love this antique desk. I brought my little antique little brushy thingy in case something spills. I need to figure out where to put it, but oops. I think this is for like maybe a chimney. I'm not sure, but I found it and I fell in love with it. And it's brass and it's heavy. And so today, this is the plants that I have done so far. There were some casualties, but very minimal. And I have my propagation boxes there, which I'm gonna move. I'm not sure where to yet. I have 2 of my humidifiers there because we're coming into the colder weather and I do blast them daily. And so let me move around, and I hope I'm not making you dizzy, but on this particular wall, so my desk, and in this particular wall, Phil's gonna build me 3 shelving, you know, so that I can add plants to that wall. I did add here sun-loving plants. This is gentle morning sun, and so that's the fence where the dogs want to come out of, because the longer that you go to the other side, there's a bottom plank that it's, I guess, missing, so they're gonna fix that. But I ended up doing this little trio right here of white stands, which I think looks pretty cute. It's just hard to film. Let me see if I can go a little further back. So this is how it looks. And this is not going to be here because I'm going to have like a little area where I can just kind of rest during my breaks. I did stake some of my plants yesterday and I didn't film it. But I'm trying to give my plants a little bit more of a chance, and they do look amazing. So this one is my parasitica, and this one is my I can't even say it. Surigawensis. And this last leaf is pretty impressive. It's kind of like wonky as it can be. So I'm not sure, and this is a pretty large leaf too. And then this Oxalis triangularis used to be mine, but Phil ended up claiming it. And this is my Tangamus, I don't know. Hoya, which I love very much. Look at that veining. And it's giving me a new growth point. This is one import that just went sour. And I'll show you guys at some point. Look at my graffiti eye splash. So I ended up swirling around. I ended up getting these trailing things, and I flipping love them. And then this is the door that Phil made me. And please ignore just this side. It's filled with plants and boxes and everything. But this is how the office is looking so far. I'll have a big reveal once I finish. But yeah, these are the plants that I have in display because I wanna be surrounded by them. I love my plants so much, and there's so much natural lighting coming through here. And I think it's gonna be beautiful. So let me show you everything that I have to unpack. So this messy box is grow lights that I'm still gonna have to use, but at least it's only a third of my plants that is gonna need grow lights. This is one of the boxes of plants that I have to put away, and let me show you the rest because this is kind of crazy. And like I said, everything's messy as we're moving. But this is gonna be where most of my plants remain. Let me see if I can turn on this light. Hold on. So I was able to turn on the light. So this is where the remainder of my plants are mostly gonna be. So I have the 2 white IKEA cabinets. I have that brown cabinet, and then I have the big black one. This one and this ones are from IKEA, of course. And these are all my plants. This is how they were brought in. Let's see. So here, here, here. So this is gonna be fun. Here, here, more, more, and more. And I want to show you guys. So on the afternoons from noon on, this becomes extremely bright and a lot of natural light comes through, and all those plants get the right amount of lighting that they need without any supplemental lighting, at least the black shelving. When it comes to the white one, I mean the brown one on the corner, I did add those grow lights because I feel like that section and this section is not getting as much as it needs. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not sure if you were able to hear Phil, but he's dealing with a lot of work stuff right now. So up here on this wall, I'm just gonna have an oval mirror. I'm not gonna have any shelving, and if I do, it might be like here on this side, but I'm not sure yet. And so today, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting away all my plants so that at least I can clear the floor. Um, I have my Patricia, who is about to bloom. Look at that. I'm really excited. This is the first time that it blooms for me, and with the move, I really do hope that she does okay. When I purchased this Patricia, I believe it only had a couple of leaves, and then it gave me this long tendril. I'm gonna trellis it as soon as it finishes blooming because I do not want to mess with the blooms. But look at this. This is incredible. Look, there's one that didn't make it. But this is so beautiful so far. And then I have some extra leca over there. The monstera is not going there. I have a trio of those for a different purpose, but for now, you know, it has to do what it has to do. I hope that this light doesn't drive you crazy. I don't like the purple personally, but I ended up getting it, and I'm not gonna like change it. But so far, this is how it's looking. I do feel like this is like gonna be extremely beautiful. My thoughts on this end, by the way, these are like extra planters and things that I have. But what I'm gonna do is once everything's set, this is gonna be like an L shape of plants, and then where the boxes are, there's gonna be two lane, how do you call it? Leather recliners. This leather recliner, white ones, those are gorgeous. And please don't think of the mess. Try to envision that. Two of those, which are beautiful, and they're gonna be on this section. Let me move a little bit more. They're gonna be here, and so we're gonna be laying down and surrounded by plants, and that's gonna be really beautiful. So I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to put the plants away, put the grow lights on, and then film a little bit just to kind of show you guys. But so far, this has been a lot of hard work, and I don't know if I could have done it without, you know, Phil and my daughter and my son's help, because this is a lot of work and it's back-breaking work. But anyhow, this is the update so far. Talk to you guys soon. Another thing I wanted to quickly show you guys. So I went to an antique store and I found those two mirrors, and they're like so heavy. They're heavy iron, wrought iron ones, and I painted them. One was like green, one was like, I don't know, black. So I painted them yellow and white to just kind of keep it airy. That little set of planters, let me see if I can bring you closer, are from the Magnolia collection. And then I have a beautiful candle and just some other little things. So that's gonna be our mantle. We still, you know, I'm trying not to show you guys the mess, but this is pretty much how it's looking. And then the antique chairs are over there. So everything in my house is gonna be like light, airy, earthy, and homey. And I hope you guys are able to see that. And then I purchased this door because our door, and we still have to finish some painting, so we haven't put the plastic covers back. But I ended up purchasing this door, and we didn't finish construction completely. We need to change some windows and whatnot, but this is gonna be our front door, and it's just gonna look amazing. I can't wait to do a houseplant tour where I can show you guys everything with it, you know, to the house. But this is gonna be exciting. So more to come. And look, so I have all these different crates that I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them, but I love those crates. Then again, we have to get covers for those things. But look at the shelving that Phil made, and he added vintage newspapers to it. Are you able to see this thing? This is flipping gorgeous. And so he ended up making me that site shelving. I believe the way that it goes is actually this way. Isn't he talented? Like, he is so talented. And the newspaper is just like added to it. And once it's on the wall, I'll show you guys how it actually looks, because this is like incredibly beautiful. Let me see if I can show you a better angle. But I just love his craftsmanship. I love the details that he added. You know, it's just incredible. The side of wood. I'm really loving what I can see that this is gonna be, you know? Bad newspaper. Okay, more to come. Okay, so it's from 8 a.m. to 3:05. I was putting plants away. I was putting all those boxes that I ended up showing you guys earlier. And let me just show you, I'm not like finished, but I took a shower and I just need to rest my back. This was definitely a lot of work and everything's still super messy, but it's the beauty of, you know, filming and moving. And I wanted to do the Hoya alphabet for the letter G, and I might still do it, but one of the plants is at the other house, so I had to figure that one out, because I think I still have about 40 to 50 plants at the other house, maybe a little bit less than that, but it's a lot of work. But let me just turn you guys around. It's a lot of work, but let me turn you guys around so you guys can see. So this is the main shelving that I showed you guys earlier. Not really much has changed, with the exception that I added that prayer plant right there. So pretty much I thought that I wasn't gonna have grow lights going, but aside from that two sets right there, I ended up setting up all the plants here. And I do have supplemental lighting, because I'm not sure if this is because it was somewhat cloudy today or whatnot, but I do feel like those plants do not get enough. So I do have a full spectrum light on the bottom going towards the right. Those are two full spectrum lights going down to those plants. There's going to be, like I mentioned, an oval mirror there, and those ties are gonna be hooked to the wall to make it a little easier. Hi Pinduli. Hi Belle. They were just outside. Hi Pin. Hi Pinduli. I love you. Say hi. So I was kind of freaking out because my Vitalophorium, I have a second one, and I guess I left it at the other house still. Thankfully my son, my little asparagus fern, looks so healthy. And so a lot of my plants are honestly doing great. At first I was trying to be picky, and I was trying to do like you know, symmetrical and whatnot, but instead I ended up putting a lot of my plants in trellises. So this is a plant that I trellis. Let me see what else. Oh, here it is. Miss Patricia, which I was afraid to because she's about to bloom, but I still did it. My Feeling So Nice, I trellised that too. Look at that beautiful dark leaf. Isn't that amazing? And that's hardened. That's beautiful. Dark veining. That's just incredible. Rachel started taking a shower. I do have this one. It's forgot the name. It's the green form. Caudata Sumatra large green form. That's what that is. And I trellis that. If you look at the second shelving, up here I have 300 lumens of lighting, meaning that that's pretty much like low light. And so I ended up putting all my Hoyas here. I trellis a bunch because I ended up kind of going crazy buying trellises. So do you see all the trellises? It's incredible. And I did work a little bit more. This is the Acuta, variegated Acuta, which Gussie from Gussie's Plants gifted to me. Oh no, this is upsetting. So this grow light keeps falling. See, oh, okay, so you're done. You are going to be actually on the middle. This is so annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a second. So it keeps falling from the little things because this sticky thing, it's like garbage. So I put it on the back. So that's gonna be that for now. And it was pretty hard to try to do that with one hand. And then on the bottom, that's what I have going on. And then this cutie pie, who's more than likely gonna start using the bathroom and the floor any second now. I took her outside for the longest time. But she did not want to pee. She did not want to. But yeah, I'm gonna do a proper tour at a later time. Let me show you my office. So when it comes to the office, nothing much changed with the exception that I'm trying to like organize all the plant stuff. It's really hard. So I did this little plant stand had that philodendron, hardleaf philodendron. So what I did is I moved it over. I have now my Australis next to it, which it's such a beautiful plant. And then I just ended up having those three. And then let's see what else I did. I'm trying to clear my desk because my desk unit is coming later on. And then this is the last thing that I did, is that I added my what are you? My Monstera subpinata back here. This is a beauty. My philodendron Burl Marks Fantasy, which is a beautiful thing, and my Regal. So, and then I have a little terrarium there with a few Hoyas. And the ones that are sick are staying somewhat away. And that's pretty much it. I still have to work and clean up. So I'm pretty much gonna leave things the way they are for now. I do need to rest. I do need to order dinner. Tonight it's gonna be pizza. And just kind of chill with the dogs and just kind of rest because today was heavy. And I actually did more trellising on the windowsills. Let me show you. And Rachel needs me, so. But I trellis my graffiti splash, which she had a ginormous tendril and she's looking cute. And then I do hope that you guys can see. And then I trellis these two. And Rachel needs me because she just said if I have the first aid kit. So see you guys later. Bye. So I didn't want to leave it on that note. Rachel, it's okay. She was asking me for oxygen peroxide because she ended up cutting herself with, when she grabbed her bag, she grabbed the blade, the razor by mistake. So she's fine, thankfully. But she's just, you know, when you cut yourself on your fingers, it just kind of bleeds everywhere. But anyway, enough of the grossness. She's fine, thankfully. Um, so thank you guys so much for watching. I know today was all over the place. I'm trying my best to like show you guys what I've been doing with my plants, what my plans are for the future, and this is gonna be it for now. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Usually it's not this chaotic, but right now with me still unpacking, it's just a lot of work. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.